is Madima. It's Matters with Madima one more time. And yes, a very interesting one I got for you here. Remember, I told you, okay, let's get into singles, dating, relationships, and marriage. Yes, and so that I came with a hot one for you. And the question goes this way: are single mothers allowed to go on a date? Yes, a very nice one. As single mothers, or do single mothers go on a date? Now let's hit it up for you. Thank you. Mrs. Alima, nice to have you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Mr. Jerry, nice to have you. Thank you. You're welcome. Okay, so Mrs. Alima, yes, yes, this is actually a very interesting one. Mrs. Alima happened to be a one-time single mother, but presently a married mother. Really interesting, guys. Okay, so I'm sure she really has a lot to tell us. Yes, I know. Okay, so Mrs. Alima, yeah, nice to have you once again.
Thank you.
First of all, the question is, are single mothers allowed to go on a date? Or should they go on a date? Come on, tell us.
Yes, they should.
Okay, so...
There's nothing stopping them.
Oh, really?
Yes,
Okay.
they're still single. Just that the difference is that they have responsibility. That's their child.
Okay,
Nothing should stop them.
really? Okay,
Yeah.
that's a nice one. Mr. Jerry, how do you?
My take is single moms are women too, are beautiful in their own way. So if you find a single mom that you love, I don't see why not. Single women should be.
Okay, so to you, you are saying a single mom is allowed to go on a date?
Yes.
Or single moms should be allowed?
Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying.
Okay, so Mrs. Alima, you know, in the society right now, due to the stigmatization about this very, this very topic, some ladies tend to, get so cold in, and they would. So, first of all, we actually just want to hear your story, basically. So,
Yeah, talking about if single mom are allowed to go on a date, yeah, they are allowed. But
Okay.
I had an experience, very bad one.
really,
If I have a guy approach me, I tend not to hide my baby.
Okay.
Once he has a clue that I have a baby, that's enough for him.
oh, really?
A lot.
Okay,
but
so-
that doesn't, keep me on the hideout or hide my baby. I kept on. The first introduction, this is me. This is what I do. I have a baby.
Oh,
If you
really?
like that, we'll carry on.
You
If
move on.
don't, that's it.
Okay, so
And I am very careful because they tend to take advantage. They don't want you for real. They just want to have it and go.
Oh.
So while I was a single mom before I got married, I was very careful. I was very selective of who I say yes to or who I go on a date with.
Oh, really?
Because I already know once you get to find out that I
There are
have
a
a
lot of
baby,
fake people out there.
they just go away.
Oh,
yeah.
oh,
that,
so
that,
sad.
that was the the bad experience. But I still got some people who tapped me at the back. I like your confidence. I like the fact that you told me first. We'll be able to do it. Let's see how it goes and let's see how far we get into the relationship.
Oh,
Till I got married.
Oh, nice one. Okay, so Mr. Jerry, I think you tripped on one time that your mother actually, was in. Oh,
I was saying that I was had as by a single mom, so
Really?
I don't see the point of being biased towards single moms.
Okay.
So really, I think single moms should be allowed to date. And really, let's think about the word date. Date is just going out, really.
that's dating.
Yes.
Okay.
It's not really, a relationship yet. Even though we have this biased mindset that once you go out on a date, everything is assumed. No.
Okay.
Because that date will determine more other things. Like she just pointed out that during her dates, she opens up, informs you, and then most times they run away.
They get some tricky ones there.
So
Oh,
I think
really?
going out on a date in itself is one thing I encourage more single moms to do.
Okay.
But relationships come up from there.
Should be very
Yes,
selective.
yes.
Would you say that?
I think relationships, they have a way of, falling into place.
Okay.
From what she said. She said,
Okay, so also in between at this moment, how would you still say the single mother should dress all sexy, or what do you think? Okay, she said yes, yeah, okay.
That's it.
Okay,
You
okay,
know
so
that they're not yet married.
Okay.
They got a baby, doesn't tag them as married women.
okay,
They should
okay.
dress as a single person should dress.
Are you
What do-
serious?
yes.
Okay. Okay.
my take is, I don't know what context you mean,
Okay.
but I do know that
Okay,
they're
so
not to be judged.
Okay, so this is it. This is what I'm talking about. I'm a single girl here, and I happen to be a single mother, but before now, when I was a single girl, I used to dress all them sexy, go night outs and all that. So, I mean, what do you think? You, from the guy's perspective, would you say the single mom still needs to dress all them sexy, all them young girl look and all that?
For me, she's single, she's a mom, she's being herself.
So she needs to get it along.
Please.
That's a nice one. Okay, that's a beautiful one. Okay, so Mrs. Halima, I'm sure you're more experienced in this here. So can we really hear some difficulties a single mom would likely face out there, or single moms likely face out there? Even with the child. First of all, how old is your child?
He's 14. Why the new one is 6 months?
Oh, beautiful. He's 14 years. Come on, he's big.
Yeah,
That's
I had him
nice.
when I was teenager.
Oh, really? I know.
It was a really huge responsibility,
I know.
a lot of challenges.
I know, I know.
You don't have to, fend for yourself and fend for him.
I know.
And school must go on. You have to, go to school. He has to go to school.
And I actually had this question which I wanted to bring up on my second, episode, and I think I'm gonna have you on that second episode because, would you want me to spill it out? Okay, so
So there is a huge tax.
Okay.
It's a huge
it's
responsibility.
a huge one. Okay,
Yeah.
so Mr. Jerry, like, how old were you? How old were you then when she got married?
Okay.
Were you more
I
advanced?
get what you
or-
mean. No, I wasn't.
Oh, you were still a kid.
toddler.
Oh, you tell so you didn't know
I
anything.
grew up with my stepdad, not knowing that he wasn't really my.
Oh, really? At that point, okay. So because you were much younger, so you didn't feel any difference,
No,
basically.
there's no difference.
Okay.
There's no difference.
Okay.
The only thing is.
So even okay.
The only thing is, you later have to balance the realities.
Okay.
So, but that came up much later.
That came up much later. All right, that's good. Okay, so Mrs. Halima, let's get back to the question. So, can you tell us some difficulties, some of the single mothers are likely to face in this, in the course of this, whole line and all that?
There's a lot of difficulties while raising a baby or all by yourself. One, you tend to fend for yourself, fend for him, plan for yourself.
Okay.
I had my baby while I was tender, so I became more matured.
Oh, really?
I was 16 when I had my baby. I was still in high school. I became more matured. I became focused. I was forced to be a mom. Fed for him, fed for myself.
Okay.
I did a lot of media jobs so I can take care of him while I push school.
Okay, so
Today I'm a graduate, I'm a mom,
nice
I'm
one.
married.
Oh.
My son is in
Nice one.
command school,
Nice one. But was that basically a reason why you still, decided to hang out? Or was it personal for you to just hang out simply?
I wanted to. I'm an outgoing
More of a
person.
social person,
Yes,
okay.
yes. So that didn't stop me.
Okay.
That didn't stop me. I also wanted to explore life, even while I was, even while I had a baby.
Okay, like you said, you were 16.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I finished school, but I was more, on
You
the-
said, you were triple mature.
Yeah,
Nice one.
yeah.
All right.
So
All
I
right.
knew what I wanted. I knew I had somebody looking up to me. If I do this, will my baby like it? I will tend to, caution him tomorrow. So I temp down a little.
Okay.
They tend to temp down. You tend to be more of your, aware of what you do. Unlike when you don't have a baby.
Okay.
It's not everything you go out for, you buy, you tend to be more conservative because you have somebody, to consider before you do something.
So Mr. Jerry, let's hear from the men's view right now. You're speaking right now in place of on behalf of the men. So how would you feel when you get across the single mother? You in particular, would you pull out, or would you, or what would you tell the men too?
First of all, is no male ordinarily would rush at a single mom in Nigeria today. Most times, it means you are going to take responsibility for the baby, and maybe he's not so financially buoyant
So
to that. So he's probably thinking, nah, I want, no be the extra. So I'm not really, going to take up all that. So
they're likely to pull out.
Yes, the decisions are sometimes financial. They're not really emotionally attached. Like, he's not saying I don't care about her.
Okay.
He probably does, probably likes her, but the financial realities are staring him in the face.
Okay.
And he's not man enough to it, so he backs out, and that hurts the female's feelings somehow.
Okay, and that's why most single mothers feel like, oh, he never just wanted me all this while. Okay, oh yeah.
But in reality, the truth
This is what.
Yeah, this is the picture the male is thinking in his head. Like, so now I go come feed another man, picking. But in reality, sometimes, who knows? That child will be yours and yours forever, because they say boys can make babies, but real men train.
So it takes basically a very real man and a strong man to actually handle that. Okay, all right. Okay, I throw back another question. In your scenario, what if would you advise some ladies, or would you have taken an arrangement marriage if it came to you at that point?
Oh, no.
You wouldn't have, because you wanted your choice, you wanted your man.
Yes. I wanted
one.
somebody who will accept that I have a baby.
Oh, really? Nice.
Love me for that and stand by me.
Okay.
Stand.
Okay, nice. Okay, so I have two more questions for you before we go. And the first question I have with me is, at what stage would you advise, or would you say that a single mother should tell the guy, she has a baby?
On that first day too. That's what I do, and it worked for me. Who will stay will stay.
Okay.
On the first day, you introduce yourself. This is what I do. This is me, but I have a baby.
Oh.
Hope you don't mind that.
Okay. Okay.
He will ask you what happened, what led to it, what about the father. You tell the whole story. Don't hide it. If he likes you, it will go on. If he doesn't, he will not call again. And you have your peace. Rather than at the middle of it, you try to chip in and you try to cover up. When you tell a lie, one lie, you need more lies to cover up.
Exactly, yeah.
So just, be brave, be courageous. Tell it the way it is on that first day, so that he will have his mind fixed on, is it what I want? Can I really do it? If he decides, he goes up. If he decides not to, if he decides to.
Okay, so
Good and bad,
do you
who
tend
knows?
to while dating those particular wives, do you tell your child, or
No.
did you feel your child felt any way, while those times and even presently?
It's not matured enough.
Okay,
to
so
know,
he doesn't
to
know.
Tell him, yes, it's not of age. If even maybe you have a child who is of age, maybe 18, you could tell him, I'm going on a date. This is who he is. Keep up the house. I'm coming back. But it's not of age. It's still tender.
Okay.
To discuss.
So
that
he
with
doesn't
him.
even know
No,
anything.
Yeah.
All right. That's a nice one. And Okay, so Mrs. Alima, now here, what would you advise some single mothers out there who still are facing this stigmatization within them and they would not, want to, they find it very difficult to come out of it. What would you tell them there? Yeah.
They should be happy, love themselves, be focused, be happy with your child. That's the most important thing. Always don't hide your baby. It's a good thing that you took that decision to keep the child rather than aborting it or throwing it away after childbirth. It's a good thing you're doing, is going to pay off. So don't come out of that hiding place. Be yourself. Who loves you will still come around.
That was really a very beautiful one from my guest speakers, Mrs. Alima and Mr. Jerry. Yeah, he's a lawyer actually. And yes, they were really very interesting. I hope you learned a lot from this talk. Thank you so much.